Tamil civilization goes back to thousands of years. Tamil language is normally assigned 5,000 years ago, 3,000 BC. Consequent upon archaeological finds and its affinity with other languages, along with Sanskrit, now the date of Tamil is being pushed back. One such instance is the archaeological find at Pumbahar or Kaveri Pumpatnam, which was supposed during the period of Chola kingdom. India, Tamil people had three kingdoms, Chera, Chola and Pandyas. These three kings are quite ancient and all of them trace their ancestry to either solar dynasty or Surya Vansha or Chandravansha or lunar dynasty mentioned the ancient text of India. Now, since the finding of Kaveri Pumpatnam is about 16,000 years old, that it is being dated as 16,000 years Kaveri Pumpatnam existed, where the great Itihas, one of the five great Itihasas of Tamils were composed by a Jain monk, brother of Chera king. The language of Tamil is also being pushed back beyond 16,000 years ago. If that were to be so, what is the date of the Chera, Chola and Pandyas? Normally it is being assigned at 3,000 years ago. And the latest date some people try to project it, since it is being mentioned in the Ramayana, it is about 5,000 years. Even these people do not agree, but that it cannot be that old. The fact is, Pandya kingdom is mentioned in detail in the Kishkinda Kanda. In fact, the Tamil kingdoms, Tamil kings, Tamil's way of life, all are referred to in the ancient texts of India, that is 18 Puranas. In all the 18 Puranas, you have mention of this. And also the Itihasas, Ramayana and Mahabharata. The Tamil kings are reported to have attended the Swayamvara of Nala and Damayanti, who were ancestors of they precede even Lord Rama. And also they attended the Swayamvara of Sita. Then at a later date during the Mahabharata period, which came later, the Swayamvara of Draupadi. And the Tamil kings are reported to have taken part in the Mahabharata war as well. Now, in the Kishkinda Kanda, in the 41st Sarga, sloka number 18, Sugriva directs his Vanarasena, who are going in search of Sita, talks about Pandya kingdom. Thus, you go to the place where you find the fortress of Pandyas, where you will find the doors of the palace or even the fortress is made up of gold and studded with rare gems. You enter those doors and search for Sita. Now, how credible is the information of Kishkinda Kanda, which is expressed through the mouth of Sugriva? In fact, I have written a lot of articles based on the Sugriva's geography. I call it a Sugriva geography. Most of them, in fact, not most of them, all of them which I have checked, factored. One is Nazca Lines of Peru, checks up Cook's Island mentioned by Sugriva, which is now in New Zealand. It checks out about Peru, and also it has also the other information regarding Australia, landmass, all the geographical information check out. Valmiki doesn't lie, they are all factual. Now, since the Pandya kingdom is mentioned very clearly in the Kishkinda Kanda of Ramayana, we can definitely take the period of Ramayana as very authentic. In addition to that, we do have a lot of references to the place called Kapadapuram in Tamil literature. There are three floods mentioned in Tamil literature. They are called Kadalkor or Kadalari. And these floods are described in world literature as well. Now, of these three tsunamis, once they came, they destroyed the civilization and the cities. The first Tamil Sangam, that is where the first Tamil civilization is reported to have existed, a poet conclave was held. That was called Tenmudurai, that is South Mizora. The second is Kapadapuram. After the first tsunami came the second tsunami, Kapadapuram, and the third tsunami took place. After that, the Madurai, after second tsunami, the present Madurai came into being. After that, it also got submerged. And what we have right now is Madurai, which has reemerged. Much of that will be later. Now, the reference to this Kapadapuram is mentioned by Periplus, the Greek historian. He calls it Kavatam, the window of Lemuria. So, Lemuria is a continent where the Tamil civilization is reported to have existed, and even though there are objections to this concept, facts are emerging now. But there is a slight difference between Kumarikandam, Mu civilization, and also Lemuria. So, Periplus also mentions Kapadapuram. He also mentioned Tamarabarni. Tamarabarni is called as Tamarabarni. So, Kapadapuram, based on the evidence of Ramayana and also other literature, I am quoting only Ramayana for your convenience. I will be talking to you more on other references in other videos also. So, and Periplus, on these two evidences alone, we can place Kapadapuram as having taken place during the period of Ramayana. But the point is, the date of Ramayana, based on the horoscope of Lord Rama and also the star and planet alignments during the period at which Ramayana took place, placed the date of Ramayana around 5114 BC. But there is a slight glitch in that, because astronomical events do happen at a different place. They happen at fixed time interval. So we really cannot fix one astronomical event. Based on that, we cannot arrive on date. Much of that I'll explain it in what it is about. Now, let me make this point clear. That Ramayana, when you date Ramayana is 5114 BC, based on the evidence contained in Ramayana, you are not 100% adhering to Ramayana. The reason is that you are taking a portion of Ramayana, that is Rama's horoscope and the planetary alignment, for authenticity. But again, you are not accepting you are overlooking the authenticity of the time scale mentioned in Ramayana. Ramayana is reported to have happened during the Treta Yuga, which is about 8,64,000 years ago. That means Treta Yuga. So, based on the evidence of Ramayana having taken place in Treta Yuga and the reference to Tamil Kapadapuram by Sugriva in Kishkinda Kanda, we can safely state that the Pandya kings existed around 8.6 lakhs years ago. That means Tamil kings and Tamil culture was in existence around 8.6 lakhs years ago.